Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Triple M here, and as we're closing out the end of the year, got another video that a lot of questions been popping up on the channel. So we know that the Fire TV Cube recently released their 3rd generation Fire TV, and this came with a lot of features, including a USB port, Ethernet port, a couple other features that just makes the streaming device feel complete, well, almost complete. So I did do a full review on the Fire TV Cube. I'll go ahead and link it in the description where you can go ahead and check it out. However, a lot of people have been asking me, is this better than Nvidia Shield? So instead of doing a side-by-side comparison, because we know the Fire TV Cube is brand new and Nvidia Shield is 3-4 years old, depending which Nvidia Shield you have. So what I want to do instead is go over 5 key features that makes the Nvidia Shield TV a better streaming device than the Fire TV Cube. So we're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Let's go. I'm not necessarily comparing the round Nvidia Shield, the cone Nvidia Shield. What I'm comparing is either the Pro or the 2017 models, which has the traditional form factor. So let's go ahead and kick it off with number 5. So number 5 is going to be 2 USB ports that Nvidia Shield has that the Fire TV 3rd generation does not have. So we know that the Fire TV 3rd generation has a USB port, which is a vast improvement over what they previously had, which was none. So before, if you needed to either plug in your hard drive or add media or play media, you needed to use an OTG adapter, which costs additional money. But with the Nvidia Shield TV, we know that with the 2017 Shield, 2019 Pro, it comes with 2 powered USB 3.0 ports. Now this is enough for you to plug in anything, should play with no issues, and even with these ports, you have the benefit of creating a Plex Media Server, which we're going to get into a little bit later. So number 5 is going to be the addition of 2 full-speed USB 3.0 ports. Over to number 4, and number 4 we're going back to hardware. Number 4 is going to be gigabit Ethernet. So of course the Fire TV Cube just released and it does have an Ethernet port. However, the port that's on the Fire TV 3rd generation is only 10100, which means that the max speed you can get on that port is 100 megabits per second. So personally, I don't think it's a big deal, just because I feel like 100 megabits will get you whatever you need as far as your streaming, as far as whatever you're doing on the Fire TV Cube 3rd generation. However, do kind of feel duped that if you're paying, let's say, for 500 megabits per second or gigabit Ethernet, you're only limited to a fraction of what you're paying for. So with Nvidia Shield TV, it's gigabit Ethernet. I can run my speed test and you can kind of see what speeds I'm getting. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I am wired in, I am paying for 500 megabits per second. You can see I'm getting at least that and maybe a little bit over or around what I'm paying for. So that's definitely a plus. If I was to plug the Fire TV Cube 3rd generation into the same port, I will get no more than 100 megabits per second. So definitely a key factor. And this is important to a lot of people from the comments that I've seen on my Fire TV 3rd generation review. Feature number 3 is going to be customization. So yes, with the Fire TV, you can install a third-party launcher. It might work well. There's a bunch of work you have to put in. Then you can move stuff around. With Nvidia Shield, with Android TV, it's built right into the OS, so no modifications needed. If I wanted to get rid of a certain row, I can go ahead and do that. Let's say I wanted to get rid of Voodoo recommendations. I can remove it, or I have the option of moving up and down. And just that in itself, just cleaning up what you see initially, is a big plus in my opinion. A lot of people complain that the Fire TV Cube or Fire TV Stick or whatever the case is just has a bunch of recommendations that you don't have a lot of control over. So at least with Nvidia Shield TV, with Android TV, you do have some options to choose what you see on your screen, and you can turn them off and just make it your own. So definitely a huge deciding factor as far as what you see, the user interface, and just not cluttering your viewing experience. Reason number 2 is gonna be Plex Media Server. And for anyone that uses Plex, that has a Plex Media Server, this is awesome. That you can have this awesome streaming device that you can not only stream your favorite content on, but you can also run your own Plex Media Server on. And when I say that, all you have to do essentially is plug in your hard drive with your media. The Nvidia Shield TV does have the option where you can go in, you can turn on the media server, then you can set up your drives, and the process is pretty good. So as a Plex Media Server, the Nvidia Shield performs really well. I did do a full setup on that, and I'll go ahead and link it in the video. And just having something like the Nvidia Shield that for the most part is low power consumption, it's always on, and it's powerful enough to transcode videos on the fly, just makes it that more valuable. So Plex Media Server is definitely one of the best features that separates this from the Fire TV 3rd generation. So number one, and this is huge for me, maybe not for other people, but just something as simple as your task killer. So if I double tap on the circle button on my Nvidia Shield TV, you can see my recent applications, and all I have to do essentially is go down and dismiss it, and that will essentially kill it. So with the Fire TV user interface or the Fire TV 3rd generation Fire TV stick, there's a menu button that brings up the application, but you can't kill it directly from there, and I think that should be added in a future update. So what you'll have to do on the Fire Stick or Fire TV Cube, you will have to go back into your settings, go to that application and kill it manually, or you can download another application to do it for you. But just love that the Nvidia Shield is just programmed in my brain to double tap. I'll see my recent applications, I can either launch those applications or I can go down and just kill it. And that just kind of saves a lot of time, frees up your RAM, and just makes everything more organized in my opinion. So that was my 5 features of the Nvidia Shield TV that makes it a better streaming device than the Fire TV 3rd generation. In the comments, let me know which feature you would like to see in this list, which feature you think is more important or less important than ones I have on this list, and I'll probably throw something up in the community section where you can go ahead and vote as well. Let me know if you still think the Nvidia Shield TV is a better streaming device than the Fire TV Cube 3rd generation. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.